Alright, y'all. Today is the 26th, and I have just drove up here from my house to hunt. Got everything packed up and ready to go. I was gonna walk the bank of this creek until I found something I like. Got about 40 yards from the truck and realized my release is still at the house. I put it in my pocket the other day and left it. So yeah, won't be hunting, but I'm not gonna let it be a complete waste. I'm not gonna drive back home and just sit there. I'm gonna walk this creek bank till I get tired of walking it. See what I can find. See if I can find any good sign. I know there's got to be some because it's so dry in here. I mean, you can see where the level this thing should be. You know, up in here, up over there. So, being it's so dry, I'm gonna try to see if I can't change my ways and try to, instead of trying to hunt just some feed trees, see if I can incorporate some water in it and find me a tree that they're feeding on somewhere along the edge of this creek or something. But I'm gonna get to walking and see what we can find. I'm not sure what's going on right here. I've just been walking and I finally stumbled upon a little cluster. I think I count 1, 2, 3 white oaks for sure. I hadn't made it to them yet, but right before I got to them, I jumped a deer and it never blew. So I'm thinking it was a buck. But I get right up here just before these white oaks and it looks like there's scrapes on the ground. But I know it's too early. I don't know what's... You know what, now I'm seeing... Gotta be turkeys. I'm seeing a feather now. I'm guessing it's just where turkey's been dusted. But I don't know if this is old. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see if this white oak might be dropping any. I'm not really seeing any fresh acorns on the ground, but I am show you this. This is a pretty green cap. You see how it's got that corner missing out of it? That's what just from over my years of looking at these acorns, that's what a deer. If it's a squirrel, see, here's another one. Squirrels kind of just chew. But if it's just one, looks like one clean little tooth hit it. I don't know, I'm just not really seeing any on the ground. I guess they're cleaning them up that fast, I don't know. We're gonna keep looking. Alright, y'all, finally stumbled upon a good looking trail on the edge of this creek. And this is the first, besides a couple tracks, decent sign of life I've found. stopped right here to take a video of this. And that buck was laid 40 yards in front of me. Ain't no telling how far he's watched me walk from, but I went to pick my camera up and he ran. I heard him hit the creek and he went on the other side. I'm gonna try to go see if I can't find where he's laying and where he crossed that creek and see if he was that comfortable going that way. He more than likely uses it. So I'm gonna ease on up here. I haven't found where he was laying yet, but I'm about positive this is where he went down. I'm gonna walk down here and see if I can't tell which track is his, and then I'm gonna step back up here and see if I can't find where he was laying. Definitely plenty of traffic. Kind of hard to tell if he went across here or not. This thing is so sandy. With it being so sandy, it's hard to. This has to be. I mean, I think he crossed and either went up right there or went up right there by the end of that log. Mark this spot. And there's actually a road, maybe 250 yards that way I could come in from if I ever had another decent enough wind to hunt it. I'd have to pick me a spot. I'd come in from over there and get up on one of these trees. Just watch this creek crossing. I'll just hop back up there and look. Alright, as y'all saw, there's several good hookings right here in this dried up little creek or slough or whatever you want to call it, off of the main creek. I can't really tell which way he's coming from or going, because I'm standing at this last hooking and there's water right in front of me. It looks like it runs about 100 yards. But right there is a big washout, and right here is a huge tree on the ground. So I know between that washout right there, this water, and that tree, he's either going right here or he's going right there. I don't want to stomp too far out either way. I'd like to go look for some more sign, but I don't want to stomp out in there too much further. All I know for sure is he's coming through this dried up pond right here, and he's hitting these trees. And I'm thinking right through these woods right here is where he, or a buck, whichever deer it was that I jumped, crossed the creek coming this direction. So I don't know. I think that before I try to come in here and just hunt. See, look at these limbs right here. He's breaking off. It's a good deer to break. To be hooking limbs this big and just break them off, he's a good one. And then right up through here, I believe. But I'm gonna have to catch the wind either east or west, because this travel route he's on is north and south. And without knowing which direction he's headed, I don't know. I guess I could get off to one side or the other of it and hunt it with a north or south wind, try to trick him, make him think he's got a good wind, but I could try to trick him and also mess myself up. I'm fixing to start headed back south. I'll walk that side of the creek coming, and I'm gonna walk this side back. So I'll update y'all if I come across anything else. That hooking right there, I know it's hard to tell, but that's the bank I was on earlier that he crossed. Well, I come up this hill from that bottom where all the buck sign is and that crossing. As soon as I got up on this hill, there's a big white oak right here in front of me. And right over here to my left's another big one. It's split. So it's really two big trees. There it is. Just piles and piles of these caps up under both of these trees. But no fresh acorns. I don't know if those caps are not old. It took it, I had to put a lot of pressure on one of those caps to get it to crack. So I know they're not old and rotten. I guess these deer are just cleaning these things up. There's a couple fresh piles of deer poop everywhere right here. I just decided to sit down for a while. Like y'all already know, I don't have my bow. I more or less wanted to take a break. It's hot, but it's like 4:15. I think I'm gonna sit right here till 5. I'm gonna try to use the last hour of daylight to find me a good quiet route in and out of here. Maybe see something. See if I can see any deer. It sounds like there's a couple deer over here to my right now. I can see the top quarter or the top half of another white oak over here. It sounds like there's some deer under it right now. Looks like it's about 75 yards. But if y'all see me back in here, I'll be hunting or putting the camera out one. Or maybe we'll see a deer. Well, it is 5 o'clock now. There is a pile of squirrels in here. If I've learned anything over the years hunting this management land right here, you can see what it looks like behind me. It's nothing but pines, pine straw. So when you find a decent area that has good producing feed trees, acorn trees, the squirrels can confirm it for you. That's just the way if the squirrels are here, there's food here. So, but anyway, I'm about to get up and ease out of here. I'm gonna try to find me the best quiet route. I'm gonna take this this bottom here out back to the north, so hit the road and walk back to my truck. The south edge of this bottom is gonna be my way out, but the north edge of this bottom, which is not very big, is what leads into where all them hookings were at that little dried up pond. So I don't know when it'll be, but I'm gonna hunt it. I'm probably gonna give it a couple days since I've been here. Maybe Tuesday morning. Got church in the morning. Me and Walker's gonna mess around. I'm gonna bring him to a grass patch. That's all he's been talking about is hunting. He saw me load the four-wheeler up the other day. So all he's been talking about now is it's hunting season. So, which I mean, we could easily go put that ground blind in a grass patch and kill a deer. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. But I'm gonna take him. I think he'll enjoy that. And I have to work Monday. I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'll more than likely, if the wind's right, if I feel confident and comfortable, I'm gonna hunt that little pinch point where that water meets that dried up pond, that washout in that big laid over tree. I'll probably hunt that Tuesday evening. But we will see. I'm fixing to head out of here. I got up and walked from that tree I was sitting by. This is that big white oak. I'm looking at all the acorn caps on the ground. And I don't know if y'all can see that sucker. That was not what I was interested in seeing. I'm gonna turn my phone on and video him so y'all can see him for sure. that joker there don't make you feel good when you got another couple 100 yards to stomp out of here. So I'm fixing to head that direction so I can see. I've saw some rattlesnakes in my life and my hunting adventures, but most of the time it was out on the road. Only one time I walked up on one turkey hunting, and I had parked my truck, walked into a grass patch, looked for sign, called. Walking back to my truck, that sucker was coming out from under my truck. But that's about the closest to walking up on one I've ever been until now. I'm just glad he's minding his business. I'm gonna do the same. We headed to the truck. Just some more good buck sign. Trees broke off. This deer breaking these trees off in here. I'd like to put my eyes on him. This is what I've been looking for. Time to go. We'll, I don't know if I'll make a video out of this or not. About the most exciting thing was that snake, but anyway, if so, we'll see you on the next one. I want to show y'all this. This is probably the nicest persimmon tree I've ever came across in the wild. I just wish I could find it out in the woods somewhere instead of right here on the road, but there's still quite a few on it. It's kind of surprising. I figured they'd all be gone by now, but I'll turn this camera around and show it to you. That's a very nice tree. You can see all the persimmons on it. It's kind of hard to hunt it by the road. That don't mean nothing's eating it. I guarantee you something's eating them. Just be hard to hunt it. Maybe get off the road, try to catch them coming to it. Anyway, I just been riding around seeing what I can see. I have saw a few deer crossing the road in different spots, but I'm fixing to head on out of here and see if I can't put some of this footage together, make a decent video. I've hunted 2 times, I think. I've been in the stand twice. Haven't seen anything while I was hunting. I've seen more deer scouting, but did find some great sign today. A lot of tracks, a lot of feet, a lot of food. I'm definitely going to be back and hunting that spot. Hope that old rattlesnake minds stays over wherever he's got to be. It'll make you kind of uncomfortable making that walk, knowing that sucker's hanging out. But anyway, like I said, we got church in the morning, and I'm going to try to make a video out of taking Walker tomorrow evening. We're going to go hunt a grass patch I know that's got some trees dropping in it, and they hitting it hard. I haven't hunted it, but I've been there and checked it out. So I'm going to take him there, and probably going to bring my crossbow. I might shoot it a couple times tomorrow, just make sure it's good. I'll bring it and sit in the ground blind with him. We'll see what we can do with it. I know there wasn't a whole lot of excitement in this video, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you haven't yet, subscribe to our channel. Keep following along with us. Things will get more exciting as the season goes on. That's about all I got. So we'll see y'all Sunday evening. Me and Walker